Hi, this is Isabella Kunze, and let's get into shape. This is a lesson about building and identifying shapes for first grade. I will be using a technology such as a game that I found called Identifying Shapes by Name on splash.com to supplement the lesson. The lesson focus of this lesson will be on students learning to identify the shape and point out its defining and non-defining attributes. They should also be able to build a shape based on the description of the shape's defining attributes or its name. A defining attribute would be things such as, is the shape open or closed, or how many sides it has, or how many corners it has. Our objectives for this lesson will be that students will be able to identify a shape when given its appearance, attributes, or name. Students will be able to name the defining and non-defining attributes of a given shape. Students will be able to build a shape when given the described defining and non-defining attributes or the shape's name. So this game on splash.com really helps just cement what we're going to learn in the lesson and give students a chance to practice what they're learning. I really like that it shows the different shapes and different colors and different sizes as well as orientation so that students can see that a triangle is still a triangle no matter what way it's faced as long as it has 3 corners and 3 sides. So let's delve into that game.
Circle.
Okay, so we're clicking the circles now.
Awesome.
Okay, and as you can see, you're just clicking on the shapes and you're bringing them in, and it tells you the name, so it'll say triangle, and I'll click every triangle that's presented to me here, and they'll get on the little ride, and then it will celebrate, and students will get a chance to do this with lots of different shapes, and eventually they'll get to different levels where sometimes it shows that the shapes have a chunk taken out of the side, so it no longer has just 3 corners, it's missing some parts, or it's not closed anymore, which makes it not a shape. So it gives students all these different scenarios and helps them really practice what they learned in the lesson. So this really helps because it restates what we learned in the lesson and would definitely be essential to the learning process to give students really a chance and a fun way to practice what they learned in the lesson. So if our students just learned in our lesson about shapes and identifying them with their defining and non-defining attributes, this is a perfect game for that because they're going to see here, okay, I have to find, let's say, a rectangle. What makes a rectangle a rectangle? It has to have 4 corners. It has to have 4 sides, 2 sides that are shorter, 2 sides that are longer, and that's what makes it a rectangle, and these are defining attributes. It doesn't matter color, it doesn't matter orientation, and it doesn't matter the size of the shape. Thus, this is a really great game on splashlearn.com known as the Identifying Shapes game, and it fits perfectly into my lesson. I love how cute and enthusiastic it is, and I think the kids would really enjoy it, and it's just a great way for them to practice what they learned in the lesson, and I'm excited to use it in this lesson and then later in my future classroom. So thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.